I almost screwed this up. Sorry, guys. Hey, this is Dawnna St. Louis, and I am at the Hilton Hotel at London Heathrow, literally at Terminal 4. And it's actually a pretty cool looking hotel. Like, if you check it out, let's see. I'm on the 5th floor right now, and this is the overlook. So hopefully no one has too much where to go. So that's one side, and let me take it to the other side. It's really cool looking. What's really nice about this hotel is that it actually has a walkover from the hotel to the airport terminal, so that kind of makes it convenient as well. And I just checked in a few minutes ago. This is my third hotel since being in London. I was in East Midlands, then I was in Haythrop, and now I'm here at Heathrow. I'm going to hang out tomorrow with a couple of people here from London as well as tonight. But I wanted to also talk to you guys a little bit about the language of love as I walk over to my room. So there's a way that you can actually get your customers to basically fall in love with you. Is you start finding out, we know the power of reciprocity. We always hear the old sales tactics about they want a soda, so, you go and get water, you give them a water too. You bring an extra soda. We always talk about gifts in regards to reciprocity because we think that if we give gifts, then that is the number one way to make our customers want to reciprocate and give us something back. However, that actually might make your customer feel a little uncomfortable, especially if that's not how they take in feeling reciprocation. That's not how they reciprocate, right? So you don't necessarily want to do that just because that's what everyone says is the way to do it. So let's talk about the 4 ways that you can reciprocate that will work for your customer. And it really has to do with how they speak and how they communicate. So if you have a customer who always talks about quality time, or they always talk about time, then what they're really looking for is to spend a little bit more time with you. And it will cause them to reciprocate more because that's how they communicate. That's how they become more attracted to you and what you have to offer. It's how that they become more interested in you as an individual, so that way you can get the personal win that you really need in order to close the deal. So time might be one of those things that's really important to them. The other thing you want to think about is words, right? How you communicate to them. Sometimes you'll hear customers talk about something that someone else said about them that was really nice or just amazing, a testimonial that they got. That lets you know that that customer is really interested in people saying great things about him. So again, gifts wouldn't work on him or even spending time with him, but saying great things about him, maybe even to his boss or other people, would mean the world to him. Then, of course, you do have gifts, and you can identify a customer where gifts is really, really important because they will talk about the cool things that they got. Now, a lot of times people screw this up and they think, oh, well, since he likes gifts, then what I'm going to make sure that I do is I'm going to take him out to lunch. That's not a gift. That's actually spending time with him. What would make him impressed is if you gave him something that he could use on his own without you. So you want to make sure that you're thinking of it in a different way. How can you give the customer something that they want? And again, it can be something as simple as a drink of water. It could be a Coca-Cola. It could be something like that, but still it's giving them something. And then the last one is doing things for them. They just might want you to do them a favor. It could be anything as simple as making a connection for them, helping them with something that they're struggling with, but just doing something for them is the other way that you can give to a client. So if you use the proper one, then your customer will be compelled to reciprocate. See, here's the challenge. If you use the wrong one, for example, if you use gift giving and they are uncomfortable with gift giving, then you've actually made them feel uncomfortable and they won't want to be around you and they won't want to reciprocate in that manner. So you have to think of it a little bit differently. So you first have to listen to what your customer is saying in regards to their trigger words, right? Do they talk a lot about time? Then they want to spend time. Do they talk a lot about gifts? Then gifts will work for them. Do they talk about things that people have done for them? Then service will work. And if they talk a lot about things that people have said about them, then you want to do a little bit more testimonials. Or even if they talk about how other people communicate about other people, then it lets you know that saying great things about them to them as well as to their bosses would go a long way. So you want to make sure that you're using one of those 4 types of reciprocation in order to sway your customer. You just don't want to go in and say, everyone says the best way to reciprocate is by giving a gift, because that might actually backfire. Anyway, I already showed you guys the hallway. It was actually pretty cool looking over there. And check out the room. So the room here is pretty nice. Actually, I'll go from the door and walk in with you. How about that? So I literally just came in the room while we were doing this. And this is the room. So again, I'm here at the Hilton in London Heathrow. It's a pretty cool looking bathroom, I think. There's the loo. There's the shower. It's kind of cool looking. There's the Dawnna. Right? And it's a simple room because I'm only going to stay here for a night or so. There's Baby Boss, just in case you want to watch it. So it's a pretty cool looking bedroom. What I really like about Hilton now is they have this online check-in. So I was already checked in by the time I got to the desk. I just showed my ID and got my card, and I was in my room within a couple of seconds. So I'm getting ready to call my friends here in the UK. We're going to hang out a little bit tonight. We're going to do something tomorrow. And that's it. So think about when you want your customers to feel indebted to you, exactly how you do that. How do you really get to woo your customers and get them to fall in love? Use one of those 4 reciprocation tactics after you've listened to figure out which one works appropriately. And then you know the right way to reciprocate, so that to give them something, so that way they'll want to reciprocate in a very powerful manner. Anyway, this is Dawnna St. Louis, and I will talk to you later.